Okay, I'm Mooney GT and this is a SimGear Spotlight. Why are we here today? We're here to talk about pedals. And thought I'd start with almost the beginning. This isn't the very beginning of my pedal career, but it's close. I actually have my Driving Force GT pedals somewhere in a closet. These are my Logitech G27 pedals that served me well for 10 years without any problems. But I eventually decided I wanted to upgrade to something, so back in I think April or May or so, I upgraded from the G27 pedals to these, the Thrustmaster T-LCM pedals, which I was actually pretty happy with for a while. But if you're on the Discord, you've seen I've had some problems with these things. The gas pedal would randomly kind of lock up in game. Physically it's fine, but in the game I was getting like 50% throttle and it would just get stuck. And the only way to fix it was to unplug the pedals and replug them back in. The problem with that is by the time you do that, your race is already ruined. So that was no good. And I worked with Thrustmaster to try to get them to acknowledge my problem, which took a long time, but eventually they did. And they agreed to send me a shipping label and to have them sent in to get repaired. Unfortunately, that didn't go as planned. I think maybe there's some miscommunication on Thrustmaster's end or something, but my pedals came back to me with a note in the box that said they were inspected visually and there were no anomalies found. So unfortunately, they sent me back my defective pedals, which I wasn't too pleased with. But I think what I'm going to be doing in the future is kind of a review comparison between pedal sets. But because these Thrustmaster pedals are defective, I decided to get something else. So what we're doing here today is unveiling my new pedals. So we'll put these away for now, and we'll talk about the Thrustmaster T-LCM pedals in more detail in the future. But for now, we're going to move on. So why are we here? We're here to do an unboxing. These are my new pedals, and I'm really quite excited about this. I was very disappointed with how the Thrustmaster stuff went, but the silver lining is it made me go crazy and order the Heusinkveld Sprints, and I couldn't be more excited to give these things a try. So, without further ado, time to get the knife out. Let's get to it. So I was actually really surprised at a couple things about this. One, these Heusinkveld Sprint pedals came very quickly. I ordered them, I think on the weekends. It was either Saturday night or Sunday morning, and I almost got them on the following Wednesday, all the way from the Netherlands, except that there were some shipping delays and ended up getting to my house on Thursday. But that's still really fast, given we're in COVID-19 times with shipping delays and it coming all the way from the Netherlands. But look how tiny this box is. I was actually really surprised about how little this box is. But anyways, I guess that's one of the benefits of working with a company that specializes in products like these with engineers who are passionate about what they do. We get these really efficient designs, right? So, oh cool. So we've got a box within a box, the Russian doll scenario. Let's get rid of this box. We have this big red one. The winner ain't the one with the fastest car, it's the one who refuses to lose. Well, that's me now, guys, so everyone in the Saturday Spectacular, watch out, because I'm going to refuse to lose. This is a really cool box. It says Heusinkveld down here, it says Williams Esports official sponsor. On the back, it says SimPedal Sprint. Main parts made from laser cut steel, glass bead blasted and fine structured powder coated finish, up to 65 kilograms, which is 143 pounds of actual brake force, clutch with concave force curve. I'm actually excited about that. I've never used a clutch that wasn't just a linear clutch, so that'll be interesting. Fully adjustable pedal geometry and force, integrated and pre-calibrated electronics, plug and play, reliable load cell sensors on all pedals, powerful smart control configuration software. So that's it, guys. Let's get this off. This looks like this just should slide off quite nicely. It's a nice touch. Now we have a sticker here. Looks like it is. The electronics have been checked. They've been pre-calibrated, and the product weight has been checked, guys. So we know that this weighs what it should weigh. We're not being given fake carbon steels or anything weird. I don't know. Here is I guess this is the manual that comes inside of an envelope. Heusinkveld. Ooh, we get Heusinkveld sticker. We're going to have to put this somewhere good. This is our fancy manual. If you've seen the Sim Racing 604 video, you'll notice he commented, he said wonderful things about this manual. And it's true, it does feel very nice. It's high quality. I thought it was interesting that Mike mentioned the font in particular was nice. And I can't argue with you there, Mike. The font does look pretty nice. we will take a look at this, you know. I like the black and red color scheme. Always nice to have a manual. Looks like they actually cared about it. Inside the box, we have, I don't know what this little thing is, but let's keep going. Down, oh wow. I don't know, this is interesting. What is all this? Oh, cool. So it's like all of these cutouts are made to keep the pedals in place in the box. Very cool. Get rid of that. We have a little box with the Heusinkveld logo. Let's take a look inside and see what's inside the box. We have our USB cable. Now, when Barry from Sim Racing Garage did his Sprint review, he had a different cable, and his bag said that it was a high quality cable. I don't know that ours says it's a high quality cable, but I'm going to give Heusinkveld the benefit of the doubt. Probably high quality USB cable. We have, our favorite stuff. A bag full of hardware with T-slot stuff, which is great because we're using the SimLab GT1 Evo rig that uses the T-slot stuff. All these beautiful, this beautiful hardware. This stuff is great. If you haven't messed with the aluminum extruded rigs yet, it's really awesome. It's really cool stuff. It's like adult Lego. It's just awesome. It's so strong, so sturdy. We have an assortment of brake bumpers. A whole bunch of them in spacers, it looks like. I'm already losing them, guys. We've got some plastic spacers, a bunch of different plastic spacers, and several different rubber bushings to change the brake stiffness of the pedals and all that, which is cool. We have an assortment of Allen wrenches. Looks like we've got 3 Allen wrenches here. And then we have a collection of tiny wrenches. These remind me of like the wrenches I used to get with like rollerblades to change the wheels on rollerblades, but a collection of custom high quality wrenches. This is a step above the IKEA stuff, so well done Heusinkveld on these wrenches. So let's get these out of the way. Let's get to the most exciting part, the part that we really want to see, right? The pedals themselves. All right, so we'll just grab this one first. This is probably, well, it's got to be the brake because it's got the bushings on it. So these feel really nice and solid. No surprise there. You can just, I mean, it's really thick, sturdy metal, which is one of the things that I will complain about and talk about in the TLCM review. But we're going to save that for another day. But this is the load cell pedal, and I can just barely move the preload spring on here. So this is going to be some serious stuff to mess with to get put onto the rig, which is pretty cool. But these are going to work really nicely with my SimLab GT1 Evo rig, because I have this really big, heavy plate that the pedals will mount to. This is part of the pedal slider plate that SimLab sells, which is really fantastic if you have kids and want to be able to move your pedals around. But that's why I don't have the pedal plate and every other accessories from Heusinkveld, because I can just mount that directly to my rig. This appears to be the gas pedal, I think. Yep, this is probably going to be the gas pedal. Yeah, obviously, because of the skinny pedal design. But again, no real surprises. I think most of you have probably seen these pedals before, but the initial impression, seeing them in person and just feeling the weight of it and looking at the thickness of the steel, you can just tell that this is going to be a very robust pedal set. It just feels very premium, which is nice because it's a premium product and it had a premium price, so we wanted to feel premium, and no disappointments there. So far so good. And then the last thing in the box is, this is going to be our clutch pedal. And what's kind of, oh wait a minute. Guys, which one is it? I don't even know. Gas pedal, obviously the gas pedal. I blew it, guys. I moonied it right here. There's a ding. This is the clutch pedal. Okay, so somehow this pedal actuator, I think it moves. It's got two movements to it that gives it the feel as if there is like a pressure plate in your transmission. So here's the gas pedal. And it's stiff, it's pretty stiff, but I can just barely move it with my hands. But that's it, guys. These are the pedals. We can get rid of this box. I think that's it. Nothing left in the box. But the way these work, I believe the clutch and the gas pedal clip into ports on either side of the brake here. So you mount these to the rig, and then these tails just plug in. Looks like your standard kind of phone jack stuff, old school. But those plug into the brake pedal, and then the brake pedal also has the USB jack here, so the USB plugs in to the computer. And then you load up your Heusinkveld software and you're good to go. But guys, this is it. This is the big one. I'm excited to get these on the rig. I'm sure it's going to take me a little while to get this all sorted out. Probably some trial and error to make sure I get the pedal height the way I want it. And the pedals are very adjustable on their angles. I hope this shows up in the video. Lots of adjustment range, so you can change the angle of the faces. And my SimLab rig also has the ability to adjust the pedal deck angle. You can pretty much customize that however you want. So there's plenty of range of movement to get them just so however you want to, but I imagine there's going to be lots of trial and error and fiddling to get those dialed in. So hopefully I'll get these on the rig, and I'll actually be racing these on the Saturday Simtacular tomorrow. And we'll see how they go. I imagine it's going to give me some trouble because I'll never have driven them, but it'll be worth it. Got to get started sooner or later, and so let's do it tomorrow. Why not, right? But that's it, guys. I'm Uni GT. Thanks for stopping by for this Sim Gear Spotlight, and we'll see you next time.